Hey there. Today I'm going to present simplest way to create accordion. So let's see the example first. So in this example, we have the accordion with the panel and where chevron is also interacting, and this content is getting toggle. So the functionality here, which is like a getting toggle, and I once click on this, it is going down. So the trick is very simple to create accordion. So let's start with this. So here I'm going to take rectangle and along with the rectangle we need a chevron. So for chevron, first align this and now we need here the polygon to create right arrow as well as the down arrow. So we'll take some color and make it right align, and the same, just duplicate this and make it down. So it is towards down and that is towards right. So now next we need text which will say the accordion. Now align accordingly. And this icon also need to align. So moving to the next, we need rectangle again for creating the panel, and align this. Now little space. Yeah. So here we have the accordion title and this panel. So now going to write something for the panel one. So here we can say panel one, and the whatever content you want to write, you can keep it here. So we'll make little smaller height. And the same way here for polygon and chevron. So now I'm going to make this as a one group. So this is chevron down. So we'll say down arrow, and this we can say right arrow, and just make it one. And then this is the panel, so we can say panel one, and this is the header, so we can say header one. Now, before going to that, we'll create the local variable. So what all things we require here? So create collection, and here you can say accordion, and then create variable. So we need a boolean variable. For that we can say panel 1, and the same you can duplicate from here and say panel 2, then again create one more, panel 3. So panel will be false by default because this is the hidden property. So while I clicking on this or tapping on this, then the panel is getting appeared. So same way we need an interaction for this icon. So whatever need an interaction, we need to create a variable. So here I am going to take the arrow right and arrow down. So arrow right will be true, and then arrow down will be false. So same way we need a 3 panel, and then we need a 3 arrows also. So just we can rename this arrow 1, arrow down 1, and then we can duplicate this arrow right 2. So right will be true, and then arrow down 2 will be false, and then arrow right 3, and it will be true, and then again we need arrow down 3, and it will be false. So accordingly it will work. So I think almost here everything is done, like a panel 1, panel 2, panel 3, which will be false, and then arrow right, arrow down, then arrow right 2, arrow down 2, and then arrow right 3 and arrow down 3. So giving the each and every interaction, we need to create a variables, and it is really cool. Now we don't need to do anything else, just select this. So just select this and copy this. So before that, we'll take this and make it group and say header 1, or you can say accordion 1, and here is the panel. Now you just take this and copy this, so little space. Now we need one more because we have created 3 panels. Now this work is done. So before that, before going to that, we just assign and pass through the layer. So for that, this will start with these arrows. So this is header 1, and we have the down right arrow. So right arrow 1, for that just pass through right arrow 1. So same way down arrow for down arrow 1. So here we can take the down arrow 1. So it will be hidden as we made as a false. So the next header 2. So in header 2, right arrow. So right arrow for that will pass here and then down arrow, just rename it so it will be easy to pass the layer. So right, and this is the down arrow, so we can say down arrow 2. Now next, moving to the header 3, and here we have the right arrow. So first we'll rename this 3, and then we'll assign. So here we'll pass through layer right arrow 3, and the same way down arrow 3. Now after completing this work, we need one more interaction need to give. So this is the header 1, and I'm going to write here in prototype on click. So we need a condition. So condition, what it will say, if panel 1. So first we'll look at the table which we have created here, local variables. So in this local variable, we have created panel 1, 2, 3, all are false, and only right arrow is true wherever it is. Right arrow 1, and then right arrow for the second panel, and the right arrow which is present for the third panel. So let's start with the header. So we can say here conditional if panel 1 equal to false. So if panel 1 equal to false, it will say make it the panel 1 true. So set variable panel 1 true. So while clicking on this, panel 1 will be true. So it is hidden and it will appear. So next, else part. So else part, we are giving the same statement like panel 1. If it is start with the false, then false. So after this, once we have given for the panel, now we have to write for the arrow, which is chevron. So here we'll add the condition again, and we'll say if chevron, okay, so this is arrow right 1 equal to true, then set variable right arrow, so arrow right 1 equal to false. So this is done. So the same statement will have in a else part, arrow right 1, here it is given true, so we'll give the true. So this is for the arrow right. Now we write for the arrow down. So here we'll select if arrow down 1 equal to true, so it is in a false state, so we'll say equal to false, set variable arrow down 1 to true, or else arrow down will be false. So this is very easy to create. Just look at this condition here. We are assigning this the value which is given in a local variable. Arrow down is false by default, so we are making it true, and else part, whatever we are making in a if else first statement, we are keeping that only. The easiest way to create. Now this is done. Why I have done before? Because I'm going to make this all aligned. So select this all. So You check here also, whatever we have created, it should be selected, and then go to the design. And here, once you go to the design, click on auto layout, and then this should be down, and here this constraint left and top. So now this is done. Now going to this part. So this is just, we rename this because the work need to do is done. Now we just need to update with this. So select this pass through panel 1, and then this is panel 2. So we can come here, this header and panel 1. Okay, so here we can say panel 2, and then we can say this as a panel 3. Now you can see this panel 1, panel 2, panel 3 is the outside because we didn't make the group. So for that it is easy. So here we have the panel 1, we can push it to the panel 1, or either just reverse this. So we need to create a group. Okay, so we'll come up with this, the original. Now, so I did a mistake, so please you don't do. Here this is panel 1, and you can make it group, and the same way this is the panel 2, and you can make it this group, and this, select this panel, and this, make it a group. Now these all are in one group, like this panel 1. So here we can say panel 1, and here we can say panel 2, and here you can say panel 3. Now the thing we have done, we'll do it again. Just select all and add auto layout, and auto layout this should be down, and here constraint is fine. Now adding the auto layout, what we need to do here, like here panel 1, so just we'll say panel 1, so it is working fine. Now this panel 2, it is hidden, and then this we have to make it panel 3. That's it. And now we can name it, so it will be easy, like panel 2 and title 3. So before going more forward, we will preview this. So here we have the accordion 1. While I clicking, it is working fine, and it is going accordingly. So now everything is done earlier only, so just we have to add the interaction. So here in header 1, whatever interaction we have given, just copy this interaction and paste it for the header 2, and paste it for the header 3. Now in header 2, once I click, just need to change to the panel 1 instead panel 2. So panel 2 will be false, and again will come with the panel 1. So panel 2, just find and replace the panel 1 to the panel 2. And here arrow right 1, so we have to say arrow right 2. And again arrow right 2. And then else part also we need to update arrow right 2, arrow down 2, and this arrow down 2, and else part arrow down 2. So we'll preview again, we'll see the updates. So here this is fine, this is also fine. Now we can give for the 3. So this is given for the first one, just need to update. So here click on this, instead of panel 1 we have to say panel 3. And here we have the panel 1, so we can say panel 3. Now right arrow 3, right arrow 3, and the down. So before that, this right arrow 3. Now the down one, if down arrow 3 false, then down arrow 3 will be true, and the else part down arrow 3. So now we'll preview. So here it is, 1 is fine, it is working fine, and the 2 is working fine, and then 3 is working fine. So whatever content we can write inside the panel. So this work is here done, but now I'm going to tell you the logic, the easiest one. So suppose if we want to create what is there, so this is the one, and then I'm going to just duplicate this, and I will use the colors to make it very easy to understand. So this I'm going to fill with this color, and then this we can take this for the panel. So this is the panel and this is the, so now the next, just we are going to copy this, and this I'm going to make it some red color, and here I'm taking the lighter one. So next, just take this and make it the third panel. So this, take it any of the green, and here the lighter one as a panel. So here you can see this all like a panel, panel 1, 2, 3, and the header 1 to 3. So just take this and come to auto layout, so it will be along together. So once it is hidden, the second one will come up, the header, and the panel will open the respectively. So now just need to assign the value. So here we have already created the values. So this is the header one. So I'm going to assign for this panel. So just need to open this frame, and this is the rectangle 20. So for this panel, we'll say the panel 1, right? And for this, we'll say the panel 2, and for this, we'll say the panel 3. Done. Now the variables which we have created is assigned. The next what we need to do. So take this interaction only, because overall I'm going to use the same variable. Just copy this interaction and paste it, and the same way just copy this. So we'll take the second one, copy this and paste this, and for the third one, same way we can copy this and we can paste this. So the values and panels all are assigned. We can preview this. So it is working absolutely fine. So this is the easiest way to create the accordion. So how is the lesson and how is the trick? Please let me know. Write on the comment. Thank you. Thank you very much.